Oh no, not a yawn right now. Hi, and welcome to a very special stream in which the music's kind of creepy. In which we'll be doing some special stuff. This is my Atari 800 XL. This is my Atari 600 XL. I have a bunch more stuff. Let's just get to it. This is the 800 XL. I got this from a family friend, along with all the other Atari stuff. Basically a man who was my babysitter when I was a wee little Bob. So they're like family heirlooms, and I care for them very much. They were also very dirty, because they're 40 years old, and they've been sitting in the same room for 40 years. And I don't know when the last time is that they were actually touched. Hey, Grace. They are Sony headphones. Sony XM somethings. They're hand-me-downs from Mrs. Bob. Nope, they don't say what they are anywhere. They're good. They got really good noise cancelling, so the next time I have to fly, I'm taking them with me. So this is the Atari 800 XL. And I have two problems. The first problem is my only cables, video cables, are these RF cables. Which is fine for the little TV. I do this because it's like down there. But not fine if I want to plug it into my computer. They are super expensive when not on sale, but Mrs. Bob is like incredible at sales. So this is the RF output, and then here is a monitor out that I can use to get regular composite out. But I don't have a cable. I don't have a composite cable. Getting them online is a little... It's a little too expensive. But getting this online is not. This is the plug. This is the plug that fits right in there. Doesn't it? Fits right in there. So I'm gonna do some soldering. Oh god. Please don't be stuck. There we go. I'm gonna be some cutting and soldering. The second problem is... these Atari XLs have a an automatic like test thing that pops up when there's something wrong. There's something wrong with the RAM. And I've opened it up, I've looked inside. All the chips are socketed, which is really nice. The RAM chips are of a brand that is known to be kind of flaky. So it's possible that they're broken. I have this. This is a RAM expander for the 600, not the 800. And in this really weird, flimsy, shitty little casing, there's RAM chips. And these are technically similar. I'm gonna see if maybe I can just switch them over and it'll work. This should be 64 kilobytes of RAM. It's 8 chips. So we'll see. It might not be possible. If it's not, then I'll have to find some RAM chip somewhere else. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't have any branding on it. It just has It just has G&E. It says. Is there a date anywhere? And best. Hey Dana. This was your first computer. Cool. I don't know why it says best. Copyright 1984. Yeah, so I'm gonna try. So the first thing we're gonna do is make the AV cable. And then what I want to do is I have a floppy disk drive. I want to test if that works. I have a cassette drive. I have two technically. Want to see if those work. I even have this. which is really cool. And I can't test if it works, but I can at least check it out. This is the Atari 1020. This is a plotter. This is like a little printer, but it draws with a pen, and I don't have any of the pens. Here you can see there's like a little slot there for little pens you put in there, and it draws, and then the paper goes up and down, so it draws on both axes. That's super cool. I'd like to eventually test that out, but I need to find pens for that and then see if it actually still works. What's remarkable to me, and this is like proof that this is like a first owner thing. This thing still has all the dust on it. These little tiny plastic tabs, they're still there. They're not broken off. How is that possible? So I'll put this away. I would love to get the floppy disk drive working because I have literally hundreds of floppies with stuff on them, mostly games. The first thing we're going to do is solder. So, I've got a soldering iron. It's still a wet sponge. I've got solder. This is the best quality solder. So, it tells you all you need to know. I have, for testing, I have a little multimeter. And, let's get the snipping. This is a, an AV cable I got for 50 cents at a thrift store. And the first thing we gotta do is decapitate it. Let's try to keep these things at equal length, huh? Well, slightly diagonal, but it's fine. These might come in useful later, some other time, somewhere else. Alright. I mean, I've been thinking about doing this for a long time, and now that I actually have to, I'm very nervous. So this thing, I need to press it. Comes apart quite easily. This is the DIN 5 connector, is what it's called. Pretty standard thing. Uses a lot in audio still. And yeah, the rubber comes off, and it comes off in two pieces. And then this is the connector, and if you look, this is where it plugs into the device. Yeah. And then here you've got little gutters for the cables. So there's multiple things I need to do. First thing, I need to strip these wires and make sure I get the correct wires in the ground. Then I should probably put up a graphic. I need to find the pinout for the Atari AV thingy. I'll show a picture of that. And then I need to actually solder them together. And all while not burning myself. Atari AV pinout. It's literally 3 places I have to wire to because it's mono sound. So here you can see this is what I'm looking at. This is the one I care about. It's like semi-compatible with some of the other computers, but not really. Ground is the bottom one. Composite is the one next to it. And audio is this one. I'm looking at it. Ground. Composite. And audio. Okay. When did I become handy with cables and soldering? Nobody taught me because my dad was not a teaching kind. I think I used to take all my toys and electronics apart. That was one thing. I was never able to put them back together. soldering I only learned relatively recently. And I'm not that handy. But I built this keyboard myself, but that was like 7 years ago now. The one thing was, when we had dial-up internet, our phone line was all the way in the kitchen, which is like, feels like solid 15 meters away from my computer in my bedroom. And I'd have 2 hours a week that I'd be allowed internet time, and I'd have to roll that cable from the kitchen all the way to my bedroom. And we had puppies, or at least one puppy. And a puppy liked to chew on that cable, always in the same spot. So I kind of learned how to splice that cable myself. It was just scissors and tape. Oh, I wish I had proper wire strippers. I ordered one part from Amazon. I ordered a it's like basically a little pry bar to get the chips out, and instead what I got was this knobby little screwdriver. But that was fun. Got a refund though. Yeah, it's a cute little guy. I don't have that many flathead screwdrivers, so it might still come in handy. Okay, so presumably this is the ground. Yeah. And then this is the actual video cable. Deus Ex, baby. So I'll twist this ground. I can test this easily. If I set this to continuity, which was continuity again? This isn't continuity, is it? No. Get this continuity. No, that's not continuity. Which one's continuity? Porn music, but for tech stuff. It's pretty good. This is continuity. Yeah, so it beeps. I don't know if you can hear it. It beeps when there's a connection. So if I connect this outside to the little wire, there you go. We hear a beep. So now I know for sure how this works. So my question is, do I have enough space to bring it to ground? The ground is... Oh yeah, they're right next to each other. So this is composite. Audio is all the way up here. That's fine. Oh, you know what? I should already do this before I forget. Because I will forget. I've been very forgetful today. So I'm gonna try to be doing more hardware stuff on the stream. I had such a good time with the controllers. Especially the ending when I was victorious and actually got them working. They've been working fine. I downloaded hey Jujo, I downloaded Lego Lord of the Rings to play co-op with Mrs. Bob this weekend. I want more victories in my life. Don't cut too much. Don't cut too much. I also, this Sunday, I gave both Ataris a deep scrub. Especially the keyboards, the keycaps. Washed them all individually because they were nasty. Not like bought from eBay, found in a barn or in an attic nasty, but still, again, it's 40 years of dust deposit. Not nothing. How are you doing, Juge? How is the life? Is your house still standing after all the storming last week? This is too depressing. The opposite of depressing. You're okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna change up the stream a little bit. I'm gonna go back to retro racing. You know, go back to what you love. Go back to what's the roots, the real racing roots. Big elections coming up in Germany. I heard that there's some kerfuffles. New roof costs 2K, but insurance covered. It's sick. Weird. Insurance doing its job. Ah, come on. I'm just afraid of cutting the inside wire, you know. There we go. Yep. Yep. I cut too much of the ground wire. So this one is gonna have to be cut more. I had thought about acquiring proper wire strips. And then I thought, I don't have any money. Literally everything could happen. Big Nazi landslide, medium Nazi landslide. Wow. It's so weird that nobody saw this coming. So strange. Come on. Okay, good. I think I can make that work. Or should I pull these off anyway? Like, I might put a little too much tension. Let's try. Oh, we already have a far-right government, and to the surprise of no one, they haven't been doing such a good job. I think one benefit of maybe the system we have here is that it requires actual governing. Hey, speaking of real racing roots. Hey, Yuan. Yuan's on YouTube, everybody. Say hi. Twitch, say hi to YouTube. YouTube, say hi to Twitch. You're all friends. Cleaning up the kitchen. Enjoy. A clean kitchen is a good kitchen, as they say out in the old country. I'm gonna drop you down a little bit because I'm hunching today. It's hunch day. Ah. Gotcha. No idea how long any of this is going to take. This shouldn't take very long, but at the same time, it's terrifying. Oh, you are stripping some of the yellow. Well, that's not good. That's not what I want. Fuck. This was much easier when I was doing the modem cable with scissors and tape. when I was 15. You did it again! Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna start from 0 again. 20 minutes, I've made no progress. Welcome to working with electronics. I don't need a cable to be particularly long or anything. It doesn't need to be a particular length. But here the shielding broke. Oh no, I don't trust that. I mean, I can tell I'm gripping too hard because my fingers are hurting. This cable is just like... It has a certain rubberiness that is simultaneously cheap and annoying. I was doing so well before! Nope, hair broke again. Okay, how about we try trap knife? Yeah. Maybe we just need something a little sharper to kind of cut through that initial layer. Kind of regretting not getting wire cutters now, or wire strippers rather. Okay, we got one. And then I still need to strip the small wire. Although you can also kind of... I could potentially melt that away with the soldering iron. So the inner core is a lot softer. Truth is, I'm just messing up so I can delay the actual soldering. If instead of therapy I was just forced to listen to the Ridge Racer 4 soundtrack for like 6 months straight, it would have been more effective. And make us feel like everything's alright with the world. later, dude. That should be enough. Ground is the bottom. Ah, that's not enough. Cut a bit off. There we go. All right. Got our wire exposed. Got this little, what's this called? A third hand. Vortigons don't need this, but I do. Start up the soldering iron. Or this. I can zoom in a little. So, if we look at the diagram again, this is the one we're looking at. Ground is the bottom. Composite is the one to the left of that. And then audio is number 3. I think we have enough room for that. So ground is the bottom. Ground.
When the day is done, when the race is won,
Composite.
my life has only just begun. When you're next to me, so much more I can see. There's nowhere that I'd rather be. When I'm away from you, and there's nothing I can do.
Composite.
Do you think the same
Goes
thing's
there.
true? When the time has come, I don't want you to run. You know that you're the only one. All I need is you, for always and forever. All you need is me. Remember when I said all we need is love for us to
Oh, I can smell the soldering iron heat up.
find out the world. All I need is you.
I'm gonna do some pinning.
All you need is me. Remember when I said all we need is love for us to be together. 'Cause you're my number one.
I haven't soldered anything in since I repaired the keyboard, which is
At the end
quite long ago now.
or whenever you're away,
Yeah, we're good.
always things I wanna say.
I don't have any airflow in the room at the moment, so I'm gonna get high on
So much more to show.
solder fumes.
It was such a surprise when I looked into your eyes. It's only then I realized
No good.
you're
No
the
good.
one for me. No one else I want to see. There's no place I would rather be. All I need is you.
What I'm doing now is I'm pre-pinning the wires, essentially getting a little bit of solder onto them. That'll make it easier for it to fit into whatever little hole it needs to be in. It could be this big. I've never done this kind of soldering before. I've never soldered a wire to a component like this. It's always been stuffed into PCBs. Alright, wires tend. Look at that diagram again. Ground. So, can I tie all these grounds together? And just, I think that'll work. Get one big ground going. Ground game. Hold it up a little. Maybe give it a little extra tin. Nope. Nope. Take the glasses off. Extra solder. I think we got it. Now for composite. Audio. Audio is number 3, and they're together, right? Because it's mono. It's a mono signal. Get white in first, and we'll bring red in. Just move the red around. And get like tweezers. So there is a mod you can do to add S-video, of better video quality. And that uses the other two pins in the DIN plug. But I'm not going to do that mod right now because I need to add some extra wire in the Atari itself to connect the things. And also I don't have any S-video inputs anyway. My HDMI converter is just composite, so that's not something I want to bother with yet. I have two Ataris. One of them I will eventually want to mod to all-fuck, and the other one I want to retain as stock-ish as possible. We did it! We did it! That looks almost serviceable. Everything is connected to where it should be, although I do want to make sure that ground doesn't touch the composite. Hey, Fluff Weasel. Please tell me how your day has gone, Fluff Weasel. I'm just gonna give it all a quick test. We can zoom out a little. The day is long. I know those. I know those. Come on. Ground. Yep. Ground. Yep. Not touching any of the other pins. Video. Yep. Wait, that's also touching ground? No. No. Okay. And then audio. Okay. And the other audio. And ground. Yep. Then ground. Yep. Ground. And ground. We're good. So all that's left is the actual mechanical putting togetherness of it all. Should be much simpler. Careful, careful. Try not to snap off anything that I just soldered together. Yeah, and then I can... I have pliers. Pliers. In here? Yes. Will give me some strain relief. Oh, turn the soldering iron off. We don't need you. Hopefully not any more at all today. Let's do one final test now that it's all put together. back to third hand. The third hand! Sounds like a fucking Game of Thrones thing. Ground. Video. Nope. Nope, that's ground. Video is you. Yeah. And audio is you. I hope. Did I not just do it the other way around? I may have fucked it up. Because of mirroring. I may have fucked it up. I may have fucked it up. Because you're not audio. Well, there's only one way to test that. They did it like this. I think I did it the... Yes. We can fix it. It'll be annoying. Let's plug her in. Now. So this is the power supply for the actual Atari. But fun fact, this is another mod. It's not even a mod. I could potentially cut this off or find another one. This is a DIN 6, 7, and just wire it up to a modern USB charger because it's just 5 volts. That's kind of convenient. I'm afraid that I screwed up. I'm gonna have to do some more soldering. Not gonna blow anything up, I think. Probably not gonna blow anything up. Alright? Probably not. Let's go to small game and turn on the capture card. On. We're not getting a signal. We're not getting a signal because it's wired wrong. It's wired mirrored to what it should be wired. Fantastic. That is 45 minutes of my life wasted. Oopsie poopsie. Let me just unplug you. Soldering iron back on. I'm back over here. You're not going anywhere. So these two need to be over here, and this one needs to be on the other side. Let's see how easy this is to do. Bring back the zoom. Soldering iron needs to heat up a little more. Well, I gave Artorias another bath today. Successfully wearing his little space helmet. So that this doesn't have to happen again. Actually, this red here that you see, that's also a remnant from the bite, but this under here is where the big gash is. Big. It'll probably leave a scar. It's almost certainly going to leave a scar. But that's kind of... An Artorias scar is kind of cool. Not gonna lie! It's still a little hot. Okay. So. You guys come in here. Ah, shit. Metal gets hot when you put a soldering iron on it. Yeah, you're good, you're good. You go all the way down there, so I'm gonna flip you over.
Assurance. Today is the day.
Today's fact. So wait until a red tick seat is here. A little more solder on there. Okay, I think we're good. Let's give her the old testeroo. Video. Ground. Audio. I think that's solid. Come on, zoom out. Thank you. Don't fall apart, please. Don't fall apart in my hands. Oh god, what are you doing? Please behave. I melted the plastic a little bit. Oh, good. All right. Who's ready for round 2? Plug you back in. If this doesn't work, I'll be very confused. Yep. Cross all limbs, please. Everything you have that sticks out of your body, cross it. Tight. Hold it really tight so that the skin gets like really white. Game small. Turning it on. Hey! We got ourselves a proper working video cable, everybody. So that's step 1. So that's cool. So now at least I'll be able to do my testing, because look at all those red squares. Those are not good. I'll be able to do that from the comfort of my own computer monitor. And look at how terrible the video quality is too, but that's a whole different issue. I have also discovered too late that there is a relatively cheap flash card that I can get, that I can also put diagnostic stuff on. So I'm kind of thinking about getting that. Now, step 2 is we're gonna open her up. We're gonna open her up, and I'm gonna take out all of the.
Gracie has donated your 5.00 to the BOBSTREAM. Well done, kid. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, Gracie. Thank you very much. Now we're gonna open her up, and so here's a cool thing. Here's a cool thing. Wait, I need to go to Game Big. Here's a cool thing. Made in Taiwan. Serial number. That 84 to me might indicate that it's an 84 model, but the 600 XL, which is different to the 800 XL outside from the cosmetics in only one way, and that's that it has only 16 kilobytes of memory by default. This one's made in Hong Kong. And the serial number starts with an 83. That's interesting too. And I think the NTSC version doesn't have a monitor out. It only has the RF out. But the PAL version is... Well, the PAL version is inferior because as you'll see later when I play Pac-Man on this thing, that PAL slowness just ain't right. It ain't right. It's a big mistake. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws. Let me get my good screwdriver out. And a place to hold the screws would be maybe a good idea. Put my glasses back on. The 2600, yeah, is embarrassing. But this hardware is essentially the same as the 5200, although the carts are not interchangeable because of weird Atari business reasons. I have Donkey Kong also, which is apparently one of the better Donkey Kong home ports. Alright, so that's the screws out. Oh, one thing about this one that maybe I'll have to deal with today too is this is how the keyboard connects to the motherboard. It is very fragile and hard to take out ribbon cable. And I'm afraid like some of these little metal strips have come loose. They seem to be behaving right now, but if I can fix it to the point where it boots up properly and I can test the keyboard, we'll see what happens. I might have to do some more fixing. So there's this huge RF shield on it because the FCC was very scared about radio waves, apparently. Take that off. Now, what's weird is when the kindly old man who babysat me as a baby handed this over to me, he told me that it had a RAM upgrade, but I don't believe there actually is one. But I do want to look. I want to take the PCB out and look at the bottom of the PCB and see if there's any wires that might make it behave in ways that I can't predict. But I have already had it open a couple of times just to take a look at it. This is a lot of screws. For something that isn't at all necessary, because like every single other electronic device I have around me right now in this room blasts out more radio waves than this thing could ever understand. One thing that's nice that I already checked is the capacitors on this thing are behaving just fine. No leakage or spillage of any kind. Hold on, I don't want to do the big reveal just yet. There's one more screw that holds in the motherboard. You ready? To see the 800 XL in all its naked glory. Taking off the underwear. Here we go. Aww. So this is the PAL Atari 800 XL Revision D board. This is the memory. This is the thing that's causing me all the trouble right now. This is 8 64 kilobit chips. These two chips, I believe, they're called the Antic and the GTIA chips. They're essentially like the video chips for the board, although they do some other things too. This is the CPU. Codename Sally. I don't know what this is. This is the Pokey sound chip. You might have heard of the Pokey sound chip. That's what this is. And then this is the OS ROM and the basic. And you can see that, if you can see, all these big chips are socketed. And as are these, which is something we're going to take advantage of right now, as I'm going to take them all off and put them back in a couple of times to kind of like make the metal connect better. My brother had an Atari 2600. We played so many bad games. He even had a notoriously bad ET game. That's awesome. That thing, that was really like dark ages, right? Really, we didn't have anything better, so we accepted it, but we, people. Now this is gonna bend. I need a I need something a little stiffer. Like I said, I ordered a little pry bar for the chips, but here I am using a freaking screwdriver instead. Very carefully. This is 40-year-old hardware. Solaris. YouTube. No, not YouTube Pi. YouTube.com/Solaris. That does look pretty cool. This is 2600. This is very impressive for 2600. I have a game here. Star Raiders. I've tried to play this, but it's inscrutable. This is like almost like Elite. And the irony being, I think this is like a predecessor to Elite, essentially, or like an inspiration to it. But the irony being, the Atari 8-bit line doesn't have a port of Elite, which bums me out a little bit. All right, come on, lift carefully. Use a second controller for map controls. Star Raider has a second controller that is kind of like, it's kind of like, I don't have it. You gotta go to bed now, 9-hour shift. Oh, Grace, please, good luck. Get some good Z's in. Dream of Solaris for the Atari 2600. What was I saying? The Star Raiders also has a second controller that's kind of like the little numpad thing that the Atari Jaguar had. I don't think there's any relation. Oh no, didn't come out symmetrically. Nice. Come on, Pokey! Come on, Pokey! Trying to get 1 to 2 hours more sleep. Yeah. No, that's okay. I fell asleep before 10 o'clock yesterday also. Alright. This is the Pokester. I think you are probably fine. And I can just put you back in and everything will be alright. Oh, that's rough though. That's rough. I don't know what chip this is. This is just some helper chip. Doesn't have a name. Here you can see it says 8329, which at least means 1983. 29 could be month, week, could be the 29th week. I don't know exactly what codes they would use. Alright, let's take out the Sally. Very carefully. This is so like the Commodore 64 and those kinds of computers use more off-the-shelf parts, but the Sally is a custom part, so there's no like generic replacement for it. Copyright 1983. 8410. Yeah, 1984. This. Hey, Gamalier, welcome. This is the CPU. This is like the equivalent of your Core i9 28 core, whatever. Hey, Nervous. Nervous, this is a DIP chip, isn't it? Because DIP stands for dual inline something. Pin. DIP switch. DIP switch. Dual inline package. Yeah. So this is technically a DIP switch. This is the Sally CPU of the Atari 8-bit line of computers. And I'm just kind of taking it out to kind of refresh all the connections. Look, I'm pretty new with this too, at modding this kind of stuff. Oh, this isn't even modding. I just want to... These computers especially are important to me. They're family heirlooms, essentially, so I want to know how to take care of them. Not like this. Come on. Yeah, careful. If one of these pins breaks, I'm just screwed. Oh, there's one bent up here. But that wasn't bent up before, was it? No way. You love the music? Thanks. I always have good music. I have extremely fantastic taste in music. So this is... Is this the Antic or the GTIA? Hold on a sec. 800 XL layout. Yeah, so this is the Antic, and this is the GTIA. Well, I almost broke it, so that's good. This is also a custom chip that you just can't get anywhere. Wonderful. I want to double check though. On the Atari. I want to double check that that pin wasn't lifted. No, it wasn't. It certainly was not. It was in there and behaving. I just almost messed it up myself. Let's just shoot back, and hopefully we don't have to take you out again. Yeah? Oh, so crusty. And then you are the GTIA, which is you're one of the graphics chips. What's interesting is this is the 800 XL came out in 2000. It came out in 1983, I believe. But it is essentially the same hardware as the Atari 800, which came out in 1979. It was 1979 hardware, and it was still more powerful, essentially, than the Commodore 64. Didn't sell as well, I think. But still did all right. Okay. You're all reseated. Just drum on them a little bit. Make sure they're properly in. Now the real problem is the memory, and so if you take a look, it says MT. That stands for Micron Technologies, I believe. And these are known to get faulty real easily. Unfortunately. Luckily, they are socketed. One thing I'm a little bothered by is one of them is a different type. See, these are all 15, and then this one is 10. It is possible that they're all fine. It's possible that one of them is not doing what it's supposed to. It's possible that they're all boned. But what I'm going to do is first I'm going to take them out and reseat them at least 3 times. Maybe try to clean the pins a little too. And if not, I have this expansion card for the 600 XL. And it has socketed chips also. Now these might be too slow. These are NEC chips. They're the same type of chips. They're 64 kilobits of RAM each. But they say -3 on there. And I believe that means they have a slower access speed, which might be too slow, but we'll see. I know they work because the 600 XL expands fine. All right. Hey, you little shit. You don't look very tarnished. Oh, I also want to take out the full motherboard, actually. Let me do that after I take them out. Worst case scenario, Worst case scenario, I can get some new chips. I found a source that's in the Netherlands. Under 20 euros. That are not MT chips, I believe. Doesn't matter what order I put them in. Come on. Get out. And who knows what else could be wrong with this thing. Like I said, the capacitors look fine. But, plenty of other stuff that could be wrong with it. Getting it out is not the easiest, because it's locked in on the side here. I don't like having to bend the case this much. Ugh! Beautiful bottom casing. Okay, there doesn't seem to be any modifications whatsoever. There's like 42-year-old flux residue. This all looks fine. don't see anything untoward. No messed up solder joints. Everything I know about this, I know from having watched a couple of hundred YouTube videos about this specific device and related devices in the last couple of days. That's why I have no other knowledge. Don't know what I'm doing. This is how I learn. You learn by doing, right? And out you go. Were you eventually able to fix your PS2 drive? No. Oh no, but that was a PS2 Slim, wasn't it? If I recall, it was a Slim with a network port, right? Because just get shit, what's it called? The memory card. No network port. A PS2 Slim with no network port? I didn't know they made such things. Well then, yeah, then you'll need a functioning drive, won't you? There's been hubbub about these new fancy memory cards that have a better system for loading games from the memory cards or from an SD plugged into the memory card. But I don't... That's always been possible to some extent, but the speed of the memory card is very slow. So I don't know if that actually improves them. And none of the videos that have covered it have compared loading games from a memory card. Or just a fat put a hard drive in a FreeMake boot, but it's kind of a pain in the ass. A little bit. I like that I can... Well, not that I use it, but... I like that with FreeMake boot, I can load games from the network, which is faster than from USB or memory card. Yep. With OPL, you have to set up a Samba drive, but I basically have a folder on my hard disk, just on my Windows computer, but you can also have a Raspberry Pi or whatever. And then I think there's a decent Mr. Mario video about it. But yeah, that's how I played Runabout 4? 5? The one in New York. I don't know if compatibility is 100%, but you know, pretty good. They prefer a retro thing so it doesn't look shit when I capture. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. I want to do the same. I'd love to, because one thing I can do with this one is there's this. See this what's this called? This little point. I need to connect one wire from here to like somewhere here, and remove a single resistor, and this thing outputs S-video. But I don't have anything that takes in S-video. I mean, I suppose I could do a SCART thing, but I don't have, like, I have this piece of shit, right? So would be nice. Would be nice. Not upside down, motherfucker. Also, wouldn't you know it? The shittiest chips on this board? Made in the USA. Who would have thought? I don't think this is gonna change anything. I don't think it's gonna fix the memory issue at all. Don't worry, this is a 5 volts DC. Not gonna shock me. Studio mode, game small. Capture card. Let's turn her on. Nope. Same problem. Exact same problem, even. Might even be worse. What I have learned is this memory test isn't... Hey, Timbo TK. What I have learned is this memory test isn't like... It's kind of like a guesstimate by the computer. Also, it says Memo V test. It says Memo V test. That can't be good. Why does it say Memo V? Make sure everything is seated properly. Yeah, it still says Memo V test. Ugh. Well, okay, so the next thing, so confirmed, these chips are bunko, or at least one of them is, right? And I could get a memory tester and, test each of them individually. None of them are particularly hot. I need someplace to put them. Because I am going to keep them. I need like a little... something to hold them. Oh. I'll figure that out later. What I'm gonna do is the same thing I did when I fixed the DualShocks, is I'm gonna leave all this shit on my desk and leave the cleaning to tomorrow's Bob. Like I have Mike. Let me see if I can show it. Look, this is all the junk that I have. This is half the Atari stuff. This isn't even all of it. The other half is there. Including binders and books and magazines. It'd be fun to do a stream looking through some of the magazines. There's a bunch of them in English. Not very excited about saying Memo V test, though. That's not something I've encountered before. Let me just unplug you. In case. Alright, so this is the memory expander I have for the other thingy. I'm gonna strip the chips from this little guy and hope that they're actually faster than I think they are. So these are confirmed working. Although I don't quite understand, because when I plug this into the 600 XL, I think it shows 48K of RAM. And I don't understand how that's supposed to work. 8 chips. It's 8 chips of 60. These are confirmed 64 kilobit chips. So 8 chips creates 64 kilobytes. Hey, Ghost Bro. Chips are delicious. Don't eat these, though. These have gone bad. These are made in the USA. Hey, look. USA. These are bad. Whereas these are Japan. And they're good. Whether they'll be good enough is another thing entirely. Well, they are, no, those don't have a date code on them, but these, if you look, it says 8507. So these are from the year 85. And the seventh month, maybe? Exactly, not exactly, but almost exactly 40-year-old chips. Delicious. I just hope it doesn't go to a Memo V test again. So if this doesn't work, I'm gonna put those chips back in there, and I'm gonna seal up the 800 XL, and then we're gonna continue today with the 600 XL. The thing is, it'll only have 48K of memory, and I don't know if I have any games that require more. I hope not. There is a, there are of course aftermarket upgrades. There's one that requires a bit of soldering that gives you up to 1 entire megabyte of RAM. Incredible. Can you believe it? What would you do with such power? You run demos, of course. One entire mega power. Oh! We're in basic, baby! We're in basic. Okay. I can't do anything because I don't have... Wait, I can do stuff. Let's get slow-ass... let's get slow-ass Hal Pac-Man. A quality joystick, though. Oh, this is actually kind of cool. Capture card off. I need a button for this. It's actually kind of cool. I don't know if you can read. Made in Holland. This is local. Which one is player 1? This one. The first one is player 1. We could have seen that coming. Okay, pause the Winamp for a sec. This should work. Hey! Let's see if we get sound. I'm not hearing sound. Where would the sound come from? From the capture card. No, I'm not hearing sound. That is a capture card problem. Hold on. Why it gotta be like that? I don't know. I do not know. It's very annoying. I gotta deactivate you. Activate you again. Let's see if it works this time. I heard sound. I'm not hearing sound. You're not behaving. Oh, yeah, I got you. Gotcha, I'm eating ghosts. I'm eating ghosts. I ate a ghost, bro. Sorry. You know, my problem is, Pac-Man's kind of a shit game. I don't like Pac-Man as a game at all. Like, didn't they have GTA back in the day? Did they not have Red Dead Redemption? Did they not have Balatro? Pac-Man open world. Hard to argue that it's not, I'd say. I got 8! Come on, let's finish. I can do this. This joystick is so stiff. Oh, get the fuck out of here. Move along home. Yay. And that's it. And then there's just more of that shit. Alright. Well. Ooh, these chips get hot. These chips do get hot. Let's build back better. We'll run some pet. Because what I would like to do now is play some cassette and floppy disk games. Because I haven't been able to do that yet. And I don't know if the cassette drive and the floppy drive work at all. But I wanted to have this little guy fixed up first. Now, I don't know if it's actually 64 kilobytes properly, because I need to check. Which way do you go? You go like this. You know? Yeah. Game big, please. Alright. Don't make me flex the board, baby. Please. Don't make me flex the board, baby. Okay, that's one. That's two. Don't break the parallel port, please. I don't really use you for anything, but I would like to not break anything. Come on, you can do this! Get in there! Here we go. Okay, for the time being, I'm gonna have to assume it works, so I'm just gonna have to close you up proper. That's a lot of work. Oh, this song might give me copyright shit because it's fucking Nintendo. Just realized. Last got hit by 1080 of all things. I mean, Nintendo is doing things with its music now, so I can kinda understand. Not that it wouldn't be annoying about copyright regardless. Because it's Nintendo! Get in there. Let me screw you! Will the RAM still cause trouble? Maybe. Maybe. It might cause errors. Because it's not fast enough. I don't know. I'll probably want to get better chips anyway. You don't make Nintendo money without being annoying about copyright. You don't need you don't need to make Nintendo money. What the fuck is my 3 views of my live stream on YouTube gonna add to like 87 million sales of Animal Crossing? Right? Let me have those fractions of cent, please. I literally have nothing else. I would like music though. Let's pause. What's next? Here we go. Okay, we're gonna have to run a keyboard test. We're gonna have to run all the tests. This ribbon is horrible. Doug Bowser! Doug! Hey, Koopa! Get in there. This is such a horrible connector. Look at this. Look at this. Who designs a connector like this? Nolan Bushnell. Go back to Chuck E. Cheese. Shoved it in. I shoved it in off screen. Before I screw her back in, we're gonna check. I'm gonna check 1, 2. I believe if I hold the option key, I get a diagnostic. So what I'm gonna do now, believe it or not, is I'm gonna hold the option key. It didn't work. Oh, it did work! Okay. We got our self-test. So, we got arrow keys. No? Select. Select, start. This is the memory test now. With a new memory. Don't know why I paused the music for this. There's a sound test too. That I just wanted to check out. I probably shouldn't bring my hands to my mouth, considering all the solder I've been touching and the gross old 40-year-old computer. Come on, come on, give me green squares! Give me green squares! Taking its sweet ass time. I'll just check my email. Da-da-da-da. Oh, I'm live on YouTube. Wowie, wowie, zowie. So what I do want to do is I want to get at least that cheap flash card, because I can load a more comprehensive diagnostic test onto it. Also, this video quality is shit. So I might want to still invest in a better cable made by a professional. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. I haven't really found entry to it yet, but I know there's like a Dutch underground scene of Atari lovers. There has to be. I want to test if it's 64K of RAM also. That little boy got his finger stuck in an Atari. Well, you know, that cartridge port is right there. That cartridge port is right there. Oh no! It's metal too, these covers. Proper metal. Why? I put the old chips in here. I'm gonna make sure I mark it as borked. Need testing. Hey, look, our thing worked. All right, let's do the grand audio visual benchmark test. All right, you ready? You ready? Oh. The power of the pokey. That's it, 4 voices. And then the keyboard test, which actually scares me a little. Escape. Oops. I like that there's a beep. Delete backspace. Doesn't show break. Return. Control and shift aren't working. That's a problem. Oh. And space is working. You know what? There's another way for me to test. I have a motherfucking word processor, baby. Why do you have sound? Don't know. Create file. Oh, shift works. Control also works. So we're good. Our keyboard works. Everything works. Let's return. Caps. Okay. Escape. Create file. Erase file in memory. Yes. There once was a... Oh. Backspace. Was a little boy named Jujo who lived on an island far, far away where there were no snakes or English. And he lived happily ever after. Ellipses. Now I don't have any place to save it. So put this to your memory. And then bye. I mean, I do have a place to save it. That's something we'll get to in a second. Reset. Remove cartridge. How do I test the RAM? Sorry. Check RAM amount. Question mark? Question mark 3 0. Okay. It says 37902, right? So I don't have 64 kilobytes of RAM. That's a problem. I think I have 48. I don't know how that works. 37902. Yeah. So this is at this point in time, this is not a full proper Atari 800 XL because it only has 48K of RAM. But I think most of the games that I have only care for 48K. So if there's anything that says 64K, then we can't play it. We cannot play it. Put some music on. So let's put her back together. So I will at some point order some new chips to get the proper 64K. So at least this is on full functioning order. But right now, at least I confirmed one other thing, which is the keyboard works. And I was afraid of that because the ribbon cable was not looking in the peachiest of states. This is a little intense. No, thank you. When in doubt, Ridge Racer. Okay, so this is Mr. Dig. This is Mr. Dig. Everybody's favorite, Mr. Dig, must dig for hidden food supplies in the meanies territory below ground. As he digs, he can eat cherries or crush the meanies with apples. Special treats earn Mr. Dig extra points, and a magic power orb can kill the meanies. Color graphics, machine language, 1 joystick required. Okay, so it has instructions on it. Loading instructions, see cassette. Microdeal, made in England. So I have where did I put it? I have the cassette loader. I don't know if it works, if it's right or whatever, but I have it, and we're gonna plug it in. Now, I'm going to start with this because the floppy drive is currently in this box, and it's huge. And I feel like it has a lower chance of working because it has... I know it has a belt. I don't know if this has a belt. So we'll see. I just need to get the cables. I have a power plug here. I'm letting the music do all the hard work right now. If that's alright with you. The thing about the cassette drive is, oh, the light is turning on. Hey Noya, the thing about the cassette drive is it's gonna take a long time to load. Like, games can take up to 10 minutes to load from the cassette drive, so that should be fun. Now, interesting thing about this this cable. This is called an SIO cable. Plugs into the SIO port. Would you believe it? This is a precursor to USB. Believe it or not, the person who designed this was also one of the people who designed USB, and he used a lot of things he learned from this to do that. Which is cool. You can daisy chain them. You can daisy chain them, so every device comes with 2 ports. So I could also plug in the floppy drive at the same time, although I won't, because I don't have the room for it on my desk. Okay, hold on. Let's read the instructions. To load, hold down Start and switch on computer. When buzzer sounds, press play on the recorder. Wait. The buttons are little. Yeah. And return on the computer. The game will load and run automatically. Do I need to rewind it? Let's rewind it first. There's a record header in. No, it's here. It's rewinding, baby. Our wind is getting read. No one can stop Mr. Dig. I have other games on cassette. I have here. Let's rewind. I have here Super Zaxxon. That's a Sega game, believe it or not. And Mutant Camels, a Lamasoft game. And I have here Oil's Well, Maze Game of the Year. Doesn't say what year. Doesn't come with manual. And I have a really nice one. People. This is really nice. This is the Silicon Dreams trilogy. Snowball, Return to Eden, and the most relatable title in gaming history, The Worm in Paradise. The trilogy. Unfortunately, it's supposed to have a little manual that has like a novella. I don't have that. It might be somewhere amongst all the magazines and stuff, for all I know. I would like that to be true. And I also have Decision in the Desert with this happy little chap. Unfortunately, when you open it up, you don't get Decision in the Desert. You get Galactic Trader and Mountain Shoot. So, make of that what you will. Okay, you're rewound. Stop. So let's go to game view. Sorry, nothing went wrong there. Don't worry about it. Okay, so hold down Start and switch on computer. Buzzer sounds. Press play. And return. Now. Hear that? That's the game loading. That's the game data? Possibly? God, this is gonna take forever, isn't it? Do I have to listen to it? Is that necessary? Boot error. Ready. Alright. rewind you again. Turn you off. Fully rewound. Okay. Reset the counter. Okay. Hold down start and switch on computer. When buzzer sounds, press play on recorder and return on computer. I didn't hear a buzzer. The console really decodes the audio signal off the tape? Yeah. Yep. Some of these old computers, like this, is plugged in with this weird fat cable. That's a fat grandpa USB cable. Some of them you literally just plug in an audio cable. But then you can pirate things by just like you can pass it an audio signal from like an MP3 player or something. Wait, I'm supposed to hear a buzzer. To load, hold down start and switch on computer. There we go. Press play and hit return. Hey, Fluff. The game will start in its demonstration mode. At any time, press the joystick. Oh, I'm supposed to have a joystick plugged in. Now, I've never done this in my entire life. Right? I didn't even have, like, disc-based games until I had a PC, I guess. Nope, still didn't work. Rewind. Okay. Start. I mean, it could be that the tape thing is broken, right? The tape thingy. Could be that the tape thingy is broken. I'll try Oil's Well after this. This isn't working. Presumably it's the same instructions. Press shift and run. Oh, this is a... It sounds different, doesn't it? I think the aliens are communicating to me directly. The actual aliens, not the pretend aliens. Look how cool Mr. Dig looks, though. Check that fucker out in his pajamas. Pushing a giant apple. I love this, too. Like, it's 1986. You're some idiot in your basement in the UK. You're making a video game. Awesome. What do you call the bad guys? The meanies. The meanies. Everybody's favorite, Mr. Dig, must dig for hidden food supplies in the meanies' territory below ground. So you're stealing from the meanies, Mr. Dig. Mr. Dig is stealing from the meanies. Alright, we've made further progress. At some point, I think what it's supposed to do, at some point, it's supposed to show me a loading screen. That's all I know. In the meantime, we can take a look at something cool. This is like maybe the most expensive peripheral I have. Don't worry, I'll let you know if something happens. This is the Atari Light Pen. And It is exactly what you think it is. It's a real, like, light pen. You can draw with this. I don't know if it works because it is taped up. It goes to the joystick port, apparently. But it comes full in box. It has the cartridge. It has the proof of purchase. Wowie, wowie, wowie. And it has the manuals. Let's take a look. You can draw. You can draw stuff. And I do want to check this out. Now that I have the CRT, I can. So at some point, I would like to do a stream where I have the Atari running on the CRT and I have the camera just pointed at it or something. But I don't know how to make this particular camera, this one, to use the software properly to stream to OBS and have it actually make the CRT not look like shit. Is the problem. This is black and white. Why is this in black and white? It's not cool. But yeah, I'd love to make some artwork. How to zoom in for a close look. Yeah, it's just paint with a pen painting on the screen. It's really cool. What's this? Oh, this is the Dutch manual. It's the same thing. That's funny. It's the exact same content, but for some reason, why is the Dutch manual in like, why are they not in the same format? Don't know. Also, these graphics, look at this shit. The shapes, the colors, gradients, this silver lined background. That shit's peak. That shit is peak. I have some other peripherals I might want to check out. We still have a solid 50 minutes. So if I can get this game to work, then I know that the tape drive works, and then I can move on with my life. But I also have the numerical keypad. And in fact, when you open it up, when I open it up, there's two numerical keypads, actually. Now, what's funny is these are still filed after the Atari 400 and 800. This is for all your accounting needs. But again, bunch of manuals and stuff. So that's cool. Promotional stuff. But wait! There's more! Here's another box for the Atari keypad. Well, I have two. Oh, boot error! Okay. Well, I have two keypads, right? No. Actually, I have 3 keypads for some reason. Plus printer tape ribbons. Plus a bunch of floppy disks for the Atari ST. And that makes me wonder if that old family friend, the Atari ST floppy disk, it makes me wonder if he has an Atari ST hiding somewhere also. I know there's a bunch of stuff that he's still holding on to. We'll see. Okay, Mr. Dick does not want to load right now, and I don't know why. Are going to stop Mr. Dig. Rewind Mr. Dig. It only got like halfway through. And I'm gonna try with... What am I gonna try? Instructions. Let's try Snowball. Try Snowball. But I need to double check. See how to do this. I need music. What's funny is, extra fun. I have another tape drive, but it's missing its front. So I don't know if this is in a better functioning state or a worse functioning state. It's cool to see the mechanism though. Buttons. Plastic. Capacitors are not leaking. Okay, Silicon Dreams. Snowball. You'll need rewinding. You've been played. I mean, I might need to clean the head or something. I haven't done any, anything to make it work. Press both start and option. Okay, we're gonna try this again with another game. Card on. Game small. Stop. Yeah. And then it says hold option and start. Option and start. Yeah. Press play. Hit return. This is a big game though. It might take its sweet ass time to load. Maybe I should have gone for Oils Well instead. Oils Well is a tiny game. What's funny about Oils Well is when you look at Oils Well, the printing is quite faded. 1 second. But it has an Atari side and a Commodore side. And the Atari version only needs 48K, but the Commodore one needs 64K, but the Commodore comes with 64K by default. And it's made by Acosoft. Yeah, here. Oh, here. See, it says for Atari or CBM 64. CBM Commodore Business Machines. It's a nice little case, this one. I think Acosoft might be the Dutch company that published it. Oh, did something change? There's like little blobs of solder on my desk mat. That ain't right. What I'll do if this doesn't work is I'll just eventually service it. I take it apart, clean the head, the recording head. Give it a nice little isopropyl isopropyl alcohol bath. Let's see what happens. And then we'll take out the big boy. Beautiful music. I'm a little annoyed because I have another thing from Vinted that is supposed to be sent by now that has not been sent. Second time in a row by a completely different seller who seemed to be otherwise on the doing just fine. Like the tape is like 1/5 of the way through. Who thought this was a good idea? I feel like 6 minutes is on the low end. This is one of the bags of magazines. But these are Dutch, I believe. Yeah, these are Dutch. Potentially worth scanning, you know? Programming guides. Oh, cool! This is like a zine. Diagrams. This is IBM stuff, whatever. But this other bag that is actually too large for me today. Yeah, just grabbing a random one. Atari user. Box and Clever. ROM revival for classic games. Volume 4, Number 3, July 1998. A database publication. Map inside. Discover. Oh, I'm not even showing the right thing. I'm so sorry. I'm showing my man boobs. Discover the treacherous caves of Fort Apocalypse. Of course, Starquake. Who can forget Starquake? Sales up, income down. Games machine ROMs flooding in. Online charges held. Atari Pioneer returns. The Atari wheel seems to have gone full circle. Nolan Bushnell is returning to the company he founded to design video games. After selling Atari in 1976, Bushnell set up his own toy company, Axlon, which has been less than successful of late. Axlon will now assume the role of research and development facility, drawing royalties from the sale of technology, while Bushnell concentrates his activities on video game design. I didn't know that. A mini office too! Wow! Is this British? It was in pounds, wasn't it? Yeah, £1.25. So these are British magazines. Mick Randall gives you an all-singing, all-dancing routine for retrieving damaged files. Len Golding gives you a superb utility to cut out the chore of potting up all your word processor files. Check this out. Credit card-sized calculators. Wowie! They actually do look kind of cool. I wonder how thick they are, though. Even nowadays, you find something that says credit card size, but then it's like this thick. Return of the ROMs. Fight Night. Loads of gold. Jinkster. Fort Apocalypse. Check it out. If you need the map to Fort Apocalypse, here it is. That's the transporters that transport randomly to another. And there's lasers. So watch out. This is 1988 though, so by this time the ST was the hot shit. Tune into Morse on your Atari. Oh, look, here's people selling their 800 XLs. Here, Atari 800 XL, joystick, 50 plus games, magazines and books, £100. Atari 800 XL, joysticks, over 100 games, £140. Atari 800 XL, disk drive, data recorder, printer, 80 games, $450. 800 XL for 180, 800 XL. All these people are selling their 800 XLs. Here's another one, there's another one. Someone's selling 130XC, there's another 800 XL. They're selling their 800 XLs because they want to buy an ST, because it was old shit. Hey, none of your business. I bought the original Atari 800 when it was current computer. Joined an Atari computer club where we would bring each other computers, disk drives, and a big damn TV set or see a team monitor the meetings. That's awesome. This is my first. Well, first, and second. What else? Let me just grab another random issue of something. While Silicon Dreams is about halfway through loading, Analog Computing, June 87. Oh, this one is American. USA and Canada. Two good friends who never get into trouble. Reader service. Flight Simulator 2 scenery discs. Awesome. Analog Computing staff. Where to write. What does Atari have in store for us this summer? The Mega ST. Isn't that the one? No, I'm thinking of something else. The making of Atari Writer Plus. Basic. A survival guide for the novice programmer. If only I had known. When I think of all the hours I wasted back in the good old days trying to recover lost work or tracking down program bugs that were, because of my inexperience at the time, harder to find than a squadron of black cats at midnight, I feel as if a huge portion of my life has been squandered. Of course, that time wasn't really wasted. Every mistake was a lesson learned. Every stumble yielded a new piece of wisdom to add to my ever-enlarging repertoire of programming skills. But I still can't get over the feeling that if I had only known a few simple rules, if only someone had told me. Club had a library we could check out games from, and one guy had a special disk drive made specifically for software piracy. I learned was created by a brother of adventure game guy Scott Adams. That's super cool. I love software piracy. I do. I have, as part of this collection that I attained, several hundred floppy disks that I'm pretty sure are not official, if you know what I mean. Everything you wanted to know about your ST's mouse. Yeah. Wow, a mouse! Access leaderboard golf. This computer vice. Super specials. Miami Beats. And they're called Computer Vice. That's hilarious. PC board designer. Machine language. The NX10 printer. Cell generation. Reconditioned Atari merchandise. You still have your ST. That's cool. I hope to someday also inherit an ST or something. Because, you know, the 8-bit computers are fun, but they're quite limited. I feel like once you get one step up, you can actually kind of use them as a computers. A 10 megahertz IBM XT compatible computer. Wowie zowie. It doesn't even have a brand of its own. It's just XT compatible. Oh, it has the best guarantee, though. It has the best guarantee. The big blue printer. 13-inch color monitor. 14-inch RGB and composite color monitor. Oh, we got color. We got the color zone. Dragon Lord Dungeon Editor. Like, this is stuff that maybe comes with a disc that comes with it. Hey, Gabby! How you doing? I have successfully soldered together a audio-visual cable for this computer. I have successfully replaced 64 kilobytes of bad RAM with 48 kilobytes of good RAM. And I am now currently in the process of very slowly loading a game with this tape. Although I may have just broken it. No! Something's happening! Hold on, shit! Something's happening! Welcome to Snowball, the first of the Silicon Dreams copyright 1986 Level 9 Computing. The Colony Freezer ship, Snowball 9, has entered its target star system, and it will soon collide with the star unless you can do something. Welcome to Snowball, the first of the Silicon Dreams copyright C 1986 Level 9 Computing. Press any key to continue. B. Are you done loading? You're done. Press any key to continue. Well, the tape drive works. Yes. But the game does not. Neat thing about the ST, it had a synthesizer hooked up to the MIDI port when I booted up Ultima 3 or 4 and had been programmed to output the soundtrack to MIDI, so game music was playing on your synth. That's really cool. I know that's one thing that the people like about the ST. Well, I think Snowball 9 is going to collide with the star unless I can do something. I can't. I don't think I can do anything. Oh well. Stop. Eject. I feel like these the Snowball games seem really cool, and I would like to play them at some point. Where did I throw the box? So much stuff here. I didn't even realize. Sorry, I didn't even realize the guy on the cover. I didn't even see the guy stuck in the phantom zone of the floppy disk. What time is it? It is 9:30. You know what? We're done with the cassette tapes for now. The drive kind of works. That's enough for me to know now that it worked. Future streams where I clean it and service it, mayhaps. Let's turn you off. I really need to make a button for you. Put you back on normal mode. Okay, so that's that. God, this is such a mess. Christ. Wires and boxes everywhere. So, let's do... You can turn you off. Let's do the big unboxing of the Atari 1050 disk drive. Comes with DOS 3! The third DOS. So this still has its original styrofoam. Believe it or not, 40-year-old styrofoam. And just look at the size of this thing. Good fucking lord. This is the smaller revision of the Atari 8-bit disk drives. But it's gargantuan. So I have this terribly taped together 9-volt 4.2 amps. That's a lot of amp. Where's you? Yeah, okay. I won't use the same adapter. I don't have manuals or anything, or at least not here. I might have them somewhere. I will still need to actually go through everything and properly catalog it. That's a whole other thing. Oh, come on. Come on, unwind! Give me enough slack. Don't explode. Nothing exploded. Lights turn on. Yeah. And I hear something making noise in there. Yeah, I lost the camera feed. I bumped my phone. You like the stack of game systems? Thank you. That's my little corner, and it's very hard to keep stuff. I also have a down there. all the way down there. Right there. There's a little Trinitron. Trinitron? Trinitron. That I got with all the Atari stuff. And I was trying to kind of put it in the corner there. And good on you for flying the pride flag at these insane times. Thank you very much. I really like hearing that. It's important to signal, you know. It's important to let people know where there is a safe space. I was trying to this weekend to find a spot there, but I just have too much shit and not enough storage. It's really annoying. Okay. So let's plug in the floppy. Floppy. Yeah. So I believe. How do you load from a 1050? Atari 1050 load. Make sure the drive is set to 1. I think it is. Hold Option, turn on the computer. Okay. Now I need to find the disc. So here is one box full of discs. This is just a... Okay. Here's another box full of discs. Alright. But then, also, here's the plotter that I need to find pens for. Back's on. Watch out. There's a few more discs. I have not cataloged any of these. Most of these are, some of these are official. But a lot of them, I think, are the old family friend, sharing stuff with his friends. What's this blue one? No idea. So we're just gonna pick one and see what we can do. See if it load. Try to pick something that is somewhat familiar sounding. Just don't have anything written on them. Makes it a little more difficult. Some of them might be empty. I don't think the, I don't really think... Oh, Monopoly. I don't think the 800 XL is capable of displaying pornography, so I don't have to worry about anything too weird showing up. So it wouldn't surprise me if there were adult-themed games. Come on, bro. Polaroid, Memorex, we got all the brands. Yeah, none of these are labeled. Good thing I brought out the shoebox. The shoebox has stuff that's labeled. Let's just go in randomly here. BMX Simulator. Here we go. Of course. BMX Simulator. Strip poker. Yeah. What was I saying? What was I saying? Strip poker. Spy, Danger Ranger, the Dallas Quest, Blazing Paddles, Print Shop. Oh, that could be fun too, though. Right? Print Shop. You had Strip Poker on the Atari 800. Weren't you a little young for that? Programming tutorials. DOS. Ghostbusters. Cool. King Tut's Tomb. Oh, but it says broken. Fighter Pilot. Some of these even have like cheat codes written on them. It was as racist as it got, other than a fun app that could insult you with a speech synthesizer. Now, this is my question. Is there like a speech synthesizer I can get? The Dallas Quest, an actual adventure game based on the TV show Dallas. I didn't know that. Okay, we're gonna start with BMX Simulator. All right, so this is my first time putting a disc into this thing. Yeah, I'll show as much as I can of it. It's, you know, ugh. Not eating it. So, no, turn off the thing. Studio mode. Content. Game small. So I hold. Even in high school, though I was living in Japan, where they had coin-operated porn vending machines in the alley behind the video card. Yeah, okay. That's, that contextualizes it, doesn't it? Hold Option, turn on computer. Release Option once the blue screen. So I put you in. Light turns on. Let me turn the music off for a sec. Hold Option. Oh shit! Game apostrophe S. A. Is that the sound of it loading? Presumably, I hear the drive spinning. Taking its sweet time. Holy shit! And these are decent graphics, too! Press space to change controls. Atari had a speech synthesizer called SAM. Software Automated Mouth. But is that built into the thing? Is there like a program I can load to do speech synthesizer stuff with? Because you may notice from like some of the aesthetics of some of my stream stuff, I like glitchy, you know, old school stuff. If yeah, you know, I use like an Atari, not an Atari, a Microsoft Voice with like weird filters for like stream announcements. Okay, press space to change controls. Press M. Oh, it's top down. Am I controlling it all? Press space to exit. Press M for number of courses. Press S to start. I missed. Oh, I have to hold the button. Oh, of course, then I have to brake. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Turn around. I don't know if I call this a BMX simulator, but it's pretty cool. Missing the music, though. Would love some music. Oh, there's actual player collision. That's cool. Shit. Hold on. I can do this. I can't. This is the Dark Souls of BMX simulators. Oh, we're out of time? Yeah. Press A for action replay. No. Do I need to win to continue? Yeah. That's too bad. Because I'm not gonna win. Is the thing. I'm definitely not gonna win. Yeah, you need to use the banks to turn, right? Oh, sick. Okay, cool. Let's load something else. Oh yeah, this just pops up. SAM is a program you can load. At the time, it was commercial software you bought on disk to mail. Okay. I will see. Maybe I have it somewhere. Who knows? Fighter Pilot, Bounty Bob Strikes Back, Star Wars. Oh shit, this one has some stuff on it. Oh, and it has stuff on the other side too. Pitfall, Alley Cat. All right, this disc has some stuff on it. This is one of the coolest things I've ever done in my life, by the way. Let's start with Fighter Pilot. Jackie W. Software. That's a strange last name. Very convenient that your last name is software and you become a software developer. I do want to get a flash card at some point and maybe what was it called? The FujiNet or something? It plugs into the SIO port and it basically emulates every single disk drive you can put on it, and you can even connect to the internet. Air-to-air combat practice. Can I use joystick? Yes. Flying training, landing practice. Oh. Flying training. Blind landing. Crosswinds and turbulence. Trainee pilot. Press start. Yeah, it's so weird. It has an actual start button. Brakes. So I would like it's not WASD, is it? What would be thrust? Oh, Q. We're moving. We're moving. What's my speed? 44. Probably needs to be a little higher. Bounty Bob Strikes Back is a sequel to Miner 2049er. I did not know this. We're flying. We're lifting off. We got altitude, baby. Oh, don't crash. Don't crash. Okay, I crashed and got an epileptic attack. Press start for next flight. Air-to-air combat. Oh my god. And that was trainee pilot. All right, we're in. What is weapon fire? I don't know. But I can do a cool loop. Okay, this is cool, but I don't have that much time left to stream. So we're gonna continue checking this out. I'll check out one more. We'll check out Star Wars. Because then I want to check out the print shop. You know what's funny? The fighter pilot. Oh, it didn't load. Fighter pilot loaded really quickly. The idea caused my plane to crash. Yeah. Of course. Of course. Let's try Empire. That must be it. Not the hollowing out of educational institutions and promoting mediocre people because of nepotism and profit motive, etc., etc. Star Wars by Jackie W. Software. Softwound. Oh. Is this licensed? Is this licensed? That's music, baby. That's the power of Pokey. Alright. Okay. Start. Phase 1. Rank Coward. Yeah, this looks like Star Wars, alright. This is exactly Star Wars. That was an X-Wing, wasn't it? Well. Oh! That was one hell of an explosion. I don't know what to tell you. None of the buttons are doing anything. Okay. Let's load up Print Shop. And then I gotta go to bed. And then maybe we'll still have a second for Ghostbusters. Print Shop. They're both Print Shop, so I don't know what that means. But this is super cool. I'm definitely gonna do further streams playing around with this. I think I'm gonna catalog the floppy disks. The Print Shop! The one and only. I'm gonna catalog all the floppies. And we're gonna have another stream where I can just play. I also need to get better RAM chips. Because this is 48K is not enough for anyone. Just ask Bill I was gonna say Bill Clinton. Greeting card, sign, letterhead, banner. Screen magic! Naturally. Gonna go for the screen magic. Please insert the Print Shop disk into the drive so that side B faces up. Cool. You have to have a crappy dot matrix printer? Do you mean like one of these? This is a General Electric PXP 1000. I don't know if it's dot matrix. But if that one doesn't work, maybe this one will. This is a Star LC1. Oh no, this is a color printer. I don't know what to do with these. Get back in the box. Um, I might try to sell them. I do want to get I want to get the little pens for the plotter because the plotter is cool and cute and different and can do stuff that a normal printer can't. You know. All right, let's go back to the print shop. See kaleidoscopes, draw text on screen, get screen, save screen. See kaleidoscopes. Make a choice. Kaleidoscope 1. 11 pulsating patterns. While kaleidoscope is return to change pattern, escape to freeze screen. Hello, well, red dog. Hi, Evelyn. I hope you're well. You have to have the ink ribbons for him. Ink ribbons, you say? Hold on. Oh, not here with these two numpads. That's not where they are. It's in this. It's in this numpad box with the other numpad, the third numpad, and a bunch of Atari ST discs. I have ink ribbons. These are for the General Electric, yeah. So I don't know if they're good. So much still to catalog and go through. Just a little bit to sell off, but most of it I'm going to keep, and I just have to get a bigger house. Anyway, this kaleidoscope is monochrome, which is not cool. Also, they're the same patterns mostly. Okay, let's try one more thing before bedtime. Let's try Ghostbusters. Tales of Dragons. Caveman. Oh, this is so satisfying the way the disc pops out. Real satisfying. Ghostbusters. Here you are. Look, I just got lucky by, like, essentially inheriting someone's entire collection that had been sitting in an office for 30 years. Select program. Gonna bust some ghosts. Activision. Cracked by the Bite Buster. Awesome. Now load. Funny they could have a little mini game while they were loading, you know? It has the theme. It has even the lyrics. Does it have the lyrics? I think so. Yeah, maybe. That's awesome. What's with the little ball, bouncing ball? Ghostbusters for professional paranormal investigations and eliminations. We're ready to believe you. To form a Ghostbusters franchise in your city, please state your name last first. Bob. Oh, comma. Alien. Do you have an account? No. In that case, welcome to your new business. As a new franchise owner, the bank will advance you $10,000 for equipment. Use it wisely. Good luck. You have $10,000. To buy a car, press 1, 2, 3, 4, then return. Well, we're going to go with the hearse. Okay. This is all really cool. But I have to go to bed. Use joystick to control the forklift? That's hilarious. Okay. And E to end. Yeah, I'm not getting E. Do I have to do everything? Lyrics are supposed to be on screen. The bouncing ball is supposed to be over the current word of the lyrics. Oh, okay. Hello, Evelyn. You can watch the VOD on YouTube. I can't hit E to end is not working, so we might be having some trouble. That's okay. I have to clean up this entire mess. This has been awesome. To recap, made a custom video cable, screwed it up, fixed it, opened up the Atari entirely, took out the bad RAM, replaced it with good RAM, learned that it was only 48K, so we'll definitely have to buy some new RAM to get it properly upgraded. Tested the cassette tape drive, which works kind of, but probably could use the servicing. Tested the disk drive, the floppy disk drive, which works and is awesome to use, like flipping the little switch. Ooh, all very good. So we have made progress in our Atari journey. Things I need to do: catalog all the software, catalog all the magazines that I have. Do a lot of cataloging and a lot of working. The Ataris are clean. The 800 XL currently has 48 kilobytes of RAM, which is a little low. The 600 XL doesn't have its expansion now, so it's at 16, which makes it basically useless for floppy disk games. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do next, because I'm, like, overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed now by how enjoyable this was and how everything I wanted to work. I have a shit ton of cleaning to do now, because everything's here on the floor. So I'll do a little bit of cleaning just now, and then leave the rest for Bob tomorrow. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it, as always. I will be back on Thursday, same time. I'll probably be playing some Tokyo Extreme Racer, the original. The original Dreamcast one is the plan. I'm just gonna chill and play some old racing games, like back in the day. Expect more Atari streams. I also have some... Hi, don't look at my titties. That Xbox right there... No, I can't zoom in. That Xbox right there, it needs new capacitors. So at some point, I'm going to do that too. I could probably maybe clean up its thermal paste also. So that's the plan for the time being, is more hardware streams, old racing games, and I'm going to get back into game development. In the meantime, working on the Desperate Housewives video. I don't know if end of the month is feasible. But before the end of March, for sure. Definitely. Yeah? Can we do that? I think we can do that. Let us on the Twitch side raid into our good friend Nervous, as we do. On the YouTube side, if you don't know my channel, I do in-depth videos of really weird old games that nobody knows about, ranging from MS-DOS all the way to Windows whatever, from combat flight simulators to truck simulators to games that are supposed to help children with cancer. And I'm really good at it. So I recommend watching every single one of my videos on loop. Twitch, you're going to be raiding into Nervous. All four of you. All four of us. Good night. Today's the day. I love you. Bye. Oh, I didn't hit the button. I didn't hit the button.
Thank you for enjoying the Bob stream. I love you all.